Hi everyone, this short video clip is to show you how to search some of the academic databases, particularly the databases which use EBSCOhost as the host database site. So I've just logged in to this web page to EBSCO, and I've clicked onto the database CINAHL, and that's one of my favourites that I use to search. And I'd like to show you how to search CINAHL and then a variety of other databases, and some key ways and sort of my top tips of what to do with EBSCOhost. So once you log in, my first recommendation is always to use the advanced search option. So click onto advanced search, and once you get into this page, you'll see you've got lots more options of ways to search and different terms to search for. So I'm going to do a very basic search for the term HIV, and I'm just going to click search and see what actually appears. So just searching for the word HIV brings up 83,000 or just over 83,000 possible articles around HIV. Now that is just far too many articles for me to actually search through, so I need to start narrowing that down just a little bit. So I might decide to use the select a field option, and I might decide to search for just the title. Maybe it's just things that appear in the abstract, or the subject, or maybe it's the title of the publication where it appears in. So I'll start with title first of all, and see how many hits I get just by searching for the title. So doing a quick search, just looking at title, that's narrowed it down to 50,000 articles. But that's still just far too many for me to decide to siphon through. So I need to sit there and think, what is it around HIV that I'm interested in? So it might be something around HIV, and let's just pick another search term. Let's go for chemsex. So if I'm interested in HIV and chemsex, and I might again search in the title for that, I'm using the word and here, and is a way of using what we call Boolean terminology. So it combines a search for the word HIV and the word chemsex, all in the title at the same time to search. So let's see how many hits I get this time. Wow, so that's narrowed that down to 3 articles straight away. So that's made it far easier to find just the topic that I'm actually interested in. So I'm interested in what happens with HIV and chemsex. So let's just see what those articles are. So I can see the first one here, examine the impact of HIV and hepatitis C in the era of chemsex. I've got one around sexualized drug use by men who have sex with men, chemsex a toolkit. And I've also got one around illicit drug use as well. So what I can see straight away there is I've kind of very quickly found what I'm actually interested in. Now, just to try and explain further how we can use Boolean. So Boolean is the and, or not function. So I'm going to decide that I'm interested in HIV and chemsex, but nothing around hepatitis. I'm going to change that one to the title as well. And what I'm hoping is going to happen here is that I'm going to lose this first article just by doing that search. It has, it's dropped down straight to 2 articles. Now obviously that's a very simple, quick way of actually showing how to reduce your articles down, but of course if you had hundreds of articles there, that's an easy way then of breaking it down to just what you're interested in. So if I was interested in just HIV and chemsex, but not hepatitis, I could find just the articles that I want. I'm going to change the word term here, this not term, to or instead. And just looking at this article just here, I can see the term sexualized drug use, and actually is sexualized drug use another term for chemsex. So what I'd like to search for now is HIV and chemsex, or HIV and sexualized drug use. I just wonder how many articles might come up if I search for sexualized drug use in that particular box. Let's put that in now and see what comes up. Wow, so that's actually expanded to 4 articles. So let's see what appears in there now. So I've got the same three that I had earlier, but I found another article here at the bottom which is called Sexualised Drug Use by MSM. And the word chemsex doesn't appear there. So sometimes what you've got to do when searching these databases is think about other terms that you might have for that word. So for instance, for HIV, I could search for HIV or AIDS. Or I could search for HIV or human immunodeficiency virus. So by just changing the term around just a little bit and using Boolean, which is the and, or not function, I can easily help whittle down the number of articles that I find to make it far easier. So that's how you do a quick search under title. Now, this article here, this top one I can see, Sexualised Drug Use by Men Who Have Sex with Men, is actually written by David Stewart, and it was published in the HIV Nursing Journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this search details that's here, and I'm just going to search for, I'll clear all these first, anything published by Dave Stewart. Because actually I'm quite interested in what he's done, because actually he might have lots of stuff out there that I want to actually look at. So let's have a search by the actual author of that instead. And remember, when you're actually doing that, you need to search by surname and then first name. So it'll be Stewart, comma, David instead. Let's see what comes up for that. So just by doing for that, I can see 10 articles published by Dave Stewart. Now these all might be actually relevant to me, and when I actually look down this list, I see lots of other things. So I can see the term party drugs here on article number 7. I can see drug use, chemsex, something about a wellbeing program for sexual health. So that's a really easy and quick way to find other articles published by the same author. Now actually I might just be interested in what's in that one journal, the HIV Nursing Journal. So what you can do is you can actually just search for HIV Nursing and change this one here. If you know the exact name of the publication, you can choose it by journal publication exact, and if you're not too sure, you can choose the function that looks for similar names to that one. So let's just search for exact name of the journal and see how many articles I find just published in that journal. So there we are. So just looking down that list, we can find 434 articles published just in the HIV Nursing Journal. And I might decide, wow, that's quite a lot of journal articles there, and I want to search just inside there. So I might be interested in what was published in that journal on, I don't know, let's just put the term chemsex in again. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm not going to choose anything off this list. I'm going to search for all text in all of those articles. So it's a much bigger search to see how many times the word chemsex gets used in articles in HIV nursing. Let's just do a quick search of that and see what comes up. So there's 18 articles. There's 18 articles published inside that journal which actually talk around the term chemsex. That's really quite interesting. So you might want to go off and look at all of the different articles because you know there's something inside those all about chemsex. So there we are. So that was just a very quick 5-minute look at how you can search inside CINAHL database using the EBSCOhost function. Well, one last trick that I want to show you for searching these databases is to look at choose databases just here. So I just logged into CINAHL, but actually I might be interested in some other databases that are on this list. So some big ones that we use in healthcare are Medline with full text. PsycInfo kind of publishes things that appears from kind of a psychological point of view, so things around behaviour appear in that journal. And Academic Search Complete's another really good one to actually look in. But of course, depending on what topic you're searching for, would depend which journals you need to search in. So for instance, if you're doing something around education and teaching sex education, you might want to look at the Education Abstracts one just here, or you might want to look at the British Education Index as well. So choose the ones that are relevant for you. Of course, the more you search in, the more articles it'll find, which makes it more difficult to whittle down to the ones that you actually want. So let's just search in those 4 databases. and we'll do the advanced search again. So we're going to search for chemsex in those 4 different databases. Now what you'll find is the number of options you get is actually reduced the more databases that you search in. So again, you need to be mindful of that. But we'll just do a search in the title and see what actually comes up. And we'll see there's 33 articles found, which of course is quite manageable to look through. But if you were to search for a more common term, there'd be lots and lots more there, of course. So as you can see, looking down this list, you'll see there's lots of articles around chemsex, if that was a topic that you were interested in. So I hope you've enjoyed that quick discussion on how to search EBSCOhost databases. I hope you find it useful, and look out for some more videos from me.